Got a chatterbait tied on, wacky worm, and a Zaro spook. I'm just gonna start off with those. Alright, work the crap out of the chatterbait. Let's go with the wacky worm. Let's see how well that does. Fish on. And the wacky worm does it. I always like it in the rain out here. Little wacky worm fishing in the rain. It's like more of a drizzle right now, not totally raining. So wacky worm got my first fish. Under 2 pounds, not bad though. Definitely not bad for a wacky worm fish here on these little subdivision ponds. It's first one. I'm gonna go ahead and let him go. Got to get him out there a bit, so I'm gonna have to step out here. There we go, boom, he's gone. Watch that line when you're wacky rig fishing, guys. Whenever you're fishing plastics, slow retrieves, stuff like that, always keep an eye on your line. That's how I knew how to fish on, man. That line just started to move. Like now, fish on. Stay down, stay down. Oh yeah, this is a decent one. He's pulling a little bit of drag. Don't jump again, don't jump again. Stay out of the weeds, don't dig down, don't dig down. It's a better one. A little better than the last one. Not much, but a little bit. It's probably a solid 2. That's 2 fish in 10 minutes or so. Let's get a weight on this one. I want to say this is a solid 2. That's a fatty right there. My trusty gambler scale. 1.14. I don't know if you guys can see that. 1.14, just under 2. A little bit better than the other one. That pond, or this pond here, is notorious for bass, just right around 2 pounds. There's some big girls in here though. I've caught a few. Let's hope to get something a little bit bigger, man. I'm feeling that wacky worm bite. I don't have a whole bunch of them left. Hopefully I don't run out. So let's get this one out back in the water. Same thing. Gonna have to give her the faith of a leap of faith here out there so she don't get stuck in the weeds. Pretty shallow right here, so. Oh, see that moving? She's gone. What I'm using here, guys, is a Bionic Blade micro eye. It's a spinning setup. Not super keen on the micro eyes on the spinning setup, man. That line's got to go out like that, and it makes for a little bit of a rough cast. It's not too awful bad though. I got a 10-pound fluorocarbon on a Mitchell 308. The rod is a medium power. I would not go any heavier on the fluorocarbon on a spinning setup. I'm in the weeds here, so I got to get out of it. Would not go heavier than 10-pound fluorocarbon on a spinning setup. It just wants to coil off. It's very hard to manage. Here we go. Yep. Watch that line, guys. That's the key. So easy to see on an overcast day, too. Another 2-pounder or so. Where am I going here? Missed my line. Just under 2 pounds on this one as well. This one's been caught before for sure. Check that out. Fairly recently too. So this is under 2 pounds, but another decent fish. Dink, but decent. I'll take dinks all day long. I occasionally get the big girls, but I love fishing and I like catching. So I'll take dinks all day too at times. I'll definitely take dinks all day. Good fun day of dinks is awesome. Of course, like I said, definitely like the big girls, but here we go again. Let her go. A little bit of a belly flop. It sucks, but it's super, super shallow right here, and I don't want to see it dig in and not be able to get out. So I don't know if I've talked about this before, guys, but let me see if I can show you. I have gone to tying the snell knot, if you guys can see that, on my Wacky worm hook. Really like that. I feel like I get a better hookup ratio with that, so you guys check that out. I'll put a link to the video of how to tie it somewhere up here. Alright guys, so this is my pack of Yum Dingers. It's green pumpkin neon. That's the color, green pumpkin neon. I'm not sure exactly why it's called green pumpkin neon, but that's the color. It's a 5-inch Yum Dinger. Got 3 of them left. I have some size 11 neoprene washers here, rings that I'm using. I use the number 11 on a 5-inch so that I can double them up and cross them over. So that's what I'm using. I believe you can get those at Granger for like 100 pack. I got a buddy that's gotten them for me a little bit cheaper than Granger, I think, at his work, so that really helps out. And Wacky rigged hooks right here. These are owner. This is a 2-aught. I mean, I suppose I could have just came out here with this rod and this little pack right here, maybe another pack with a few more left in it, and went to town. So what you want to do is you want to cross them over like that. And I have a video where you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. I'll put a link up here somewhere. Then you put the hook through the cross, through the X, I should say, so that the hook's facing out like that. Instead of like this with the worm, it's facing out like that. And I really feel like you get a better hookup ratio like that as well. So last night was a full moon. I feel like these fish are still feeding. So far, every one that I've caught had a full stomach. Nothing major, not like overly full, but here we go. Fish on. What'd I tell you guys? Another nice one. 2 pounds jumper, look at that. Roughly, maybe not 2 pounds, just under. But another nice dink, we'll call it. See where that hook's at, because I didn't totally swallow it. That's good. When I have to perform surgery. There we go. Nice. Don't get that hooked into you. So there's another nice fish. This is 4 fish in like 20 minutes, guys. I love it. I love it. I do want to catch monsters. Don't get me wrong, but man, I love a dink fest too. It's just fun. All right, so a lot easier to let this one go. Here we go, buddy. Take off. Got all kinds of weeds on. Oh, no, got a fish. There we go. Felt like weeds at first. It was much this fish didn't even want to fight. But guess what? I got him. And I think he took my worm. Oh, no, it's in there. Might have to perform surgery on this one. Yeah, just a little. Not too bad. Oh wow, he like tried swallowing that. There we go. Had to rip that out of his throat. That's right. Another not bad one, under 2 pounds. Pound and a quarter, something like that. See, let this guy go. Fix up my wacky worm here. That wasn't too bad a surgery. Line maintenance too. You cast out, close that bail, pull on that line. Make sure there's no loops or anything in here. Really helps out. Especially when you're using 10-pound fluorocarbon or fluorocarbon in general, just because it likes to coil off. Another thing about fluorocarbon is it sinks, guys. So as you're close to the shoreline, there's a lot of weed beds out here. Be aware that sometimes it's going to get underneath some weeds. And that is a weed, not a fish. And that felt the exact same way as that last fish felt. So don't be ashamed to set the hook if you're not sure. You don't want to lose fish because you're afraid to set the hook on what might be a weed, or call fish on what might be a weed. There we go. Wasn't gonna let him get away. He felt that hook set, didn't he? I know you guys felt that hook set. Woo, look at that nice jumper. You're gonna jump right up on shore, aren't you? This, oh, broke it. Broke my line. He's got a hook in his mouth. Yep. That's my fault. At least I got my hook back. Didn't get the worm back. It might be sitting there somewhere, but I'm gonna put this hook right in here so I don't lose it. So a little bit better. Probably right under 2 pounds as well. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh this one. My last one was 214, I think it was. Zeroed out. 1.10. Sorry, last one wasn't 214, it was 114. I don't know why I keep saying that. I think I've done it a couple times. At 1.10, the last one was 1.14. Another nice fish, nice dink, if you will. So far, I think this is 5 or 6 fish. I don't remember. I don't like counting, but you know, I do, and half the times I'm wrong. But it's probably 5 or 6. So let's let her go. Go get your mama. Tell her I got some wacky worms. All right, guys. So we got 6 or 7 fish at this pond. I forget, lost count. We're gonna go try to hit up another pond really quick. We still have some daylight. It's real foggy. Probably throw on a square bill. Leave the chatterbait alone. Throw on a square bill for a little while and use the wacky worm as well. I think we might go to the golf course pond, see if we can't get on a couple of pike bites as well. All right, so we're at a new spot, guys. It's a golf course. It's super foggy, kind of rainy. Nobody's really playing out here, so I don't think they're gonna mind. Got a square bill on. Just change it up a little bit. Fish out. fish. Hopefully it's a bass, but no, it's a pike, I'm sure, the way it's fighting. Hopefully it's a pike that's worth it. Oh no, that's a nice bass. All right, guys, look at that fatty square bill. Oh, there we go. All right, look at that. Let's see how much this one weighs. Scale's at 0. .6. What a nice bass. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. 3.6. 3 pounds, 6 ounces. Look at that. On a square bill. Right here. It's a BPS XPS brand square bill. Thought it was going to be a pike the way it was fighting. Look at that fatty. We're going to let her go. Swim on, girl. Alright guys, so we caught a few fish today on a couple of different ponds. One was a 3.6 pound largemouth. I was looking for some pike but didn't get any pike today, so I'm gonna call it quits for right now. This is what happens when you call it quits and make one last cast. Hook into a big pike and a square bill. See if I can get a picture of this thing. Well, said I was leaving, made a couple of last casts, and that was it. So don't forget to check out the links at the end of my videos. Thanks for watching, and as always, fish on.